You probably don't need me to tell you this since there are 3 of these games out at this point, so it has to be doing something right. Or it's just Final Fantasy. Yes, our favorite Japanese franchise with our favorite Italian Ghostbuster, Luigi. To be perfectly honest, this is my first time really playing a Luigi's Mansion game, as I couldn't buy games for the GameCube on the account of being too young, and I barely even started Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the 3DS, but I don't think it matters too much, as I can guess that this third game is probably very similar to the other two. So let's talk about what is up in this house. I felt part of my soul being sucked away when I said that. We start this game in a bus heading to a hotel which a toad drives, and it's nice to know that Luigi still retains his narcolepsy from Dream Team. They make it to the hotel and have a fantastic stay, rated 5 stars. Mario stars, obviously, and make their way back home. Just kidding, it's haunted. Luigi really can't have anything nice in this world. The toads don't even bring in Luigi's bag, but they do for the princess and her boyfriend. After finding out Mario is a slob, and after escaping from the clutches of King Boo's tongue, we get the main attraction, a powerful vacuum, so we can get this dusty place some resale value, and also transport the owner to a new living space. Gosh, how kind we are. The controls while vacuuming are a bit finicky, but finicky controls aren't the worst, they just take some getting used to. However, what is unforgivable is only showing one set of buttons. Little confusing that. So, there are 2 buttons you can press to do an action, but they only show off one in the tutorial, and they are the vastly inferior ones. When you use the controls they show you, you can't really get a thumb on the right thumbstick from the face buttons. Not necessarily a problem since you can use motion controls, but I know my way around a thumbstick better and just wanted to play without worrying if my hands were going to get cramped or jabbed into my desk. I would insert my opinion on the puzzles, but I got stuck in the tutorial because I couldn't find an exit out of the garage, which I went through the 5 stages of grief when that happened. It was in fact just on the wall closest to the screen, so it was definitely there to get you thinking in a 3D space, or at least that's what I tell myself to make me feel better. So I don't think I'm allowed an opinion on puzzle solving, but I'm going to give mine anyway. I like them a good amount, made me feel smart for solving them, and when I was being an idiot, you can always brute force your way through using the scientific method of trying everything on anything. But when that doesn't work, the game uses the ghost dog and EGAD as help, the dog pointing you in the right way while EGAD reminds you of what you should already know, like a teacher who reminds you that it can't be the quadratic formula because you are learning addition. And anytime they add new mechanics to the puzzle solving, they will make use of them again, which is good because using it and then throwing it away is just a gimmick. Sometimes when you solve a puzzle, Luigi will tap his forehead, and I love all of his reactions. Like how he reacts to being jump scared where it feels like you lose slight control over him, and also how he jumps to his ghost pup licking him. Compared to his counterpart Luigi, who I have to assume is the unique selling point of this game considering it's on the box art. Luigi doesn't feel gimmicky, but does feel a bit cheap since you can send this gooey friend to danger while keeping Luigi back out of harm's way. Sort of. The ghosts don't really seem to care about the goo as much as they do Luigi. So really, it's used how all second save slots are used. As in, I want to do something dumb real quick on the off chance it works. There is a tool in your arsenal that is a plunger with a bitter rope. Has it been so long that he no longer understands how plumbing works? The objects you can use this oversized dart on are made very clear with one statement. Does it auto-lock onto said object? Which does make the scientific method go a little bit faster, but most of the larger objects have some kind of circular pattern on them, which makes them more visually distinct. Another one of EGAD's inventions is the virtual boo, which he says how it'll fly off the shelves. Good thing Luigi gets a lot of tips from the furniture in this place. EGAD also gives you a minimap, which I wasn't expecting but very grateful for, since I've proved my navigational skills about a page ago. Also, the menu doesn't have a return to game icon, and that threw me in a loop since the menu looked off like I was in some graphic designer's creepypasta. Whosever idea it was to have secrets where the camera can't see but have them show up in mirrors is brilliant, and how there are little things in the environment to hint at secrets and what you should be doing next. I am especially thankful for doormats. Each level has different themes. One that stuck out for me was a fanfiction Little Shop of Horrors as sponsored by Jack and the Beanstalk, where Luigi gets to vacuum a power tool with a saw blade on it, and in that moment it felt very visceral. When I found a chest, I wondered if I could saw it, and let me tell you, who needs a skeleton key when you got this walking safety hazard? I am biased when I say this, but T-Rex skeleton. It made me drink more milk in hopes to achieve its glory. but I do wonder why Nintendo has such a fascination for dinosaurs. You think it had been the T-Rex that appeared in Odyssey, twice in fact, but they've had this since at least Super Mario World. And while I'm wondering, why is the super-powered vacuum cleaner used only once for tearing a wall to shreds? I would have loved to use it on a boss. Overall, I enjoy Luigi's Mansion 3, and I'm looking forward to when the Splatoon crossover comes out where the squids have to fight against the vacuum-wielding mafia. That might just be the plot for Super Mario Sunshine 2, actually.